Hello everyone, today we are going to look at functions in Spreadsheet or in Microsoft Excel. Before we look at various functions that we have, let us first look at the definition of a function. What's a function? Remember, we have been using a formula, and we said a formula refers to the expression or equation that operates on values in a range of cells. What about a function? A function simply refers to a predefined formula that provides shortcuts for commonly used calculations. Predefined, it means it's already inbuilt. Now, instead of us wasting time, for example, if we are adding some cells, instead of wasting time with the plus sign, we can simply just use a shortcut that is going to represent all that. So for example, for today, we are going to look at some 6 functions, and that is sum, average, mod, mean, max, then median. Now, what do they do one by one? When do we use sum? When do we use average? Now, a function called sum is used to add all the values of the cells in the argument or in a given range of cells. So, in case you want to get the total by adding, then we use a sum. What about the average? The average will always return the arithmetic mean of all the argument. What does it mean? It will calculate the sum of the cells, meaning that it will get the total within a given range of cells, and then it divides that value it has got by the number of cells in the argument. If you did some simple mathematics in O level, then you know what I'm talking about. Then mod. Mod returns a frequently occurring value in a range of data. That number that appears many times. And then meaning here is M-I-N. Mean is a function that will always determine the lowest cell value in a given range. So, it will compare what is given in the range, and then it returns the smallest one. The opposite is max, M-O-A-X. It will always determine the highest or the biggest cell value within a given range. Then lastly, the median. The median returns the number in the middle of set of given numbers or in a given range. So I have an example here that we are going to look at to summarize that. The table below shows end of year 2021 promotional result of S6 pupil from Njeru Primary School. Enter the data in spreadsheet and save the file as a Njeru. So they want you to enter this data into your spreadsheet, and you save the file as a Njeru. Then they want you to copy the text to sheet 2 and rename it max. So I think here I have my data that you can see. I have entered it here. Let me make it seen very well. I can even give it border so that it looks nice. Then we know where to give border from, font group, border, then all borders. Now, they want us to copy this to sheet number 2. So I'm going to select whatever I want to copy. So I will select all of them. Then under clipboard group here, there is copy, click on it. And then you click on the sheet that you want your work to appear. After, go back to the clipboard group and click on paste. And there you have copied and pasted. Now when you look at the question was telling us to name that sheet as max. So last time we looked at, in our first lesson, we looked at how to rename the sheets. So here I'm renaming this sheet 2 by right clicking on the sheet number, then rename and call it max and press enter key. You are done with that question. Then part B, use a suitable function to calculate the total marks scored by each pupil in column G. So we are going to get total marks using function, not a formula now, using a function, the inbuilt or the shortcut that will always be used for commonly used calculations. So here we are going to get total by adding. So we are going to add 87 plus this up to 45. So instead of using a plus symbol, we are going to use a function called the sum. Now, both a function and a formula, before coming up with them, you begin with equal sign. Then a function name comes, which is sum. Open bracket. The moment you open the bracket, the normal bracket, it will give you the syntax that you are supposed to use. Number 1, comma, number 2, comma, number 3, comma. So it means we are going to have our first number, which is 87. Click on it because we want it is cell address, not the exact number. Then comma, the next number, which is that, comma, the next number, comma, the next number, and when you press enter key, it will give you that total. Then you can copy it for the other people or autofill. That's the first way. Then the other way is by having equal the function name, which is sum, open bracket, and this time I'm going to use a range, not commas. So I select from 87 up to 45, which is now C2 to F2. Press enter key, you will get the same, and you can now autofill for the remaining people. That is sum. Then the other part wanted us to use this double function to compute the average mark in column H. So the average mark here, which I'll have equal, and the function name, which is average, and make sure the function name is spelled well. Then after opening the bracket, the same the way we did to sum, but for this case I'm going to use a range from C2 to F2 and press enter key. You will have your average there for the first person. You can now autofill for the remaining members. Then the next one, according to this, we are supposed to compute the mod mark for each subject. So I'm going to begin with mathematics here, which will be equal, the function name is mod, then open bracket, and the range from C2 to C11. Press enter key, and you can now autofill for other subjects after that. Then median equal median, open bracket, then I'm getting for mathematics from 87 up to 76, those cells there, press enter key. So the middle number there is 65, then you can autofill. Then the highest, that one now is max. So equal max, open bracket, and you select the range of cells you want to get the highest from, and press enter key. The highest there is 87. When you autofill for these remaining ones, you will see what they have got. Then next is the lowest mark, which we use a mean. So equal mean, min, open bracket, and the range of cells, press enter key. The minimum there, or the smallest, is 12. You can autofill for these remaining members, and there, that's how we can use those functions. Let's see, sum, average, mod, median, max, and mean. Thank you so much for your time. Let's meet in the next lesson. But before that, there are other questions that we have there. You can do them, like sorting, aligning to 45 degrees. These other ones here, you can do them because we have been looking at them in our previous lessons. Thank you so much.